Hello everyone's. I am here for my review of Netflix original series Ratched Season 1 Episode 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Now y'all, I have to rant before I get into this review. First of all, there will no longer be any reactions to Ratched. Yesterday, September 25th, I took my time out to watch the video, edit it, and put it in 2 parts so I can have a lot more to react to. Put it on YouTube. Part 1, fine. Part 2, there's some copyright issues going on. I did not have the energy to go back and shorten it because it was a lot of good stuff that was going on the 3rd episode. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be reviewing it from now on, and y'all can. I've been reviewing for years, so I've only did 2 episodes where I've reacted to something. So hopefully y'all will still return if y'all don't see the visuals of everything. So let's go ahead and start review. Now, we see old dude that Mildred is scared off at the hotel. He's meeting up with some woman. He's a private investigator. He done found he done did his job and found Dr. Hanover. Apparently Dr. Hanover, that is not his actual name. He was going by something else. And this lady, she wants his head on a silver platter. Preferably by the time her son turns 21. And I'm like, what did Dr. Hanover do to her or her son? He must have been doing some kind of crazy, weird experiment. But she went from, I need you to find him, to kill him for me. And I'm like, you want this private investigator to become a hitman just like that? But when she offered $250,000, he's like, okay, I can do that. So when we do see the son, he's been amputated from the elbow down and the knee back down. And he had attitudes all over the place. And my first thought was like, what did Hanover do to him to where he no longer has his limbs? He was rude and he was raggedy. He was like Dandy was on season 4 of American Horror Story. Just rich and spoiled. That's how this young man was. I didn't even get his name. But he was like that. And it's strange because I didn't get a sense of he's mad because he no longer has 4 of his limbs. It seemed like he's just mad, angry, and rude because this is how he has always been and he is not going to change. But yeah, moving on. Y'all, I did not take any notes, so I'm trying to go off the top of my head. Secondly, we see Mildred taking a patient down to get her new treatment. The young lady who is a lesbian, whose name escapes me, her treatment now is to be put in a steam bath. We gonna steam your lesbianism away. I'm like, that does not sound right or make sense. But then again, this was the 50s and all these random treatments they thought was gonna work. Now, Mildred and Huck, the other, I don't know if he's an orderly or a nurse. They wasn't here for the putting her in a steam bath. This is looks like a horse trough with a lid where her head can stick out. She's sitting there steaming. I was like, her skin gonna fall off. Y'all keep her steamed in there. And to make matters worse, we gonna take her from this steaming hot bath and then put her in the ice bath. Now, I'm no medical expert, but that seemed like it would do something to your nerves, your skin, your muscles, going from, extreme heat to extreme cold. It was like some kind of shock to the system. That's what I would think was going on. But old girl, she was like, I won't do it again. I won't do it again. When she was in the steam bath, and old nurse Bell was like, see, it's working. I was like, see, she's just saying that because she don't want to be in here no more. This is torturous to her. She don't like this. And she has to do this 3 times a week for the next few months. I was like, the treatment alone could go mess somebody up, mentally going through that kind of mess. No. We got Mildred hooking up. Well, first we're gonna say Dr. Hanover, he gets pulling over to get him some gas, and the midst of getting him some gas, he getting shot at by old private investigator turned hitman. And I'm like, first of all, sir, why are you trying this in broad daylight in front of a witness? Why are we trying to kill him in front of a witness? The time to do it is at nighttime, a sneak attack. But then again, you are not a professional hitman. This is your first hitman job. But yeah, I was like, that was stupid. And when we see him again, him and Mildred trying to get at it again. Now, y'all know the last time Mildred tried to get with this man, she had some fantasy to where he wanted kids, she didn't want to keep any kids, they get pregnant, he dies. It was a whole lot of us. It's like, bruh, holla at me when you in your right mind, because this is not sexy at all. But now they're trying it again, and she's thinking about when she was in war and helping out soldiers who were in pain. So I was like, oh, that's your get down. You like seeing people hurt. But then she gets a flash from the governor's assistant, and she's like, hold up, I didn't want her in my mind because I already told her I was not a lesbian. Why is she in my mind? She is in your mind because you like her. Now she don't want to she don't know what to do, so she needs him to be aggressive, have rough hands, and work hard, not soft and dainty. And when they're done, she's like, hey, my name is Mildred, you want to do this again? He's like, it's a dead job, but girl, you was the worst lay I ever had. I was like, oh no. No, you didn't. That was so messed up, y'all. I was like, bruh, really? Raggedy rogue. One of the nurses, she goes down there to get Edmund his lunch. And the doggone girl was like, yeah, Dr. Hanover usually does that. You might not want to do that. This dude is a mass murderer. You get too close, he gonna strangle you. You tried to warn the girl, she ain't want to listen. But she done got there and gave that man his food and ended up releasing his pleasure. I will say that. I don't want YouTube coming over here and taking this video down. He's taking the medicine, and a certain area is, doing what it does on this certain medicine, and he needs some release, and she releases him. I was like, that is unprofessional, and that is nasty. And she gonna tell him, keep up with the medicine. Like, basically, keep on taking this medicine, because I'm gonna keep on doing it, coming on down here and doing that to you. I'm like, word? That's what you doing? Okay. Speaking of governor's assistant, did anybody believe that her husband was in love with her and her alone? Because when we seen them in the bed, I was like, that's your husband? Like, first of all, they're just like the 50s, and I didn't know interracial relationships where you could have those. It wasn't even that threw me off. It was the fact that he did not look like he was interested in a woman, period. And we come to find out, yeah, they have a deal. They both needed to be married. They are both gay. We can both every once in a while go out and do our things. But, to the public, we are this happily married couple. I got a promotion at the law firm because of you. And you got to be the governor's secretary. So it's a win-win. But now that she done met Mildred, she thinking otherwise. And he's like, don't be stupid now. Don't be stupid. I'm going to let you sit on this a few days, all right? Because we both know what this is. I did not 1 second believe that these two were in an actual factual, I'm happy to, and I'm in love with you. Like, yeah, you my friend and I love you. But like, it's in love, didn't believe it one bit. Now, as Nurse Bucket was, Dr. Hanover, he done came back. He got his window shot out by, private investigator / hitman. She all concerned. He didn't talk about those some little kids with some slingshots, yada, yada, yada. She lets him know that one of the patients, he not where he said he was. He was supposed to go visit his brother for the brother's funeral. Not visit his brother. He's supposed to go to his brother's funeral, and his sister like, he not there. Well, he not there because, Mildred didn't convince him to kill himself, so she can secure that job. So Mildred comes in, it's like, oh, Dr. Hanover, don't remember we have a lunch? Do that to get doggone Nurse Bucket out the way. Nurse Bucket, she in love with Dr. Hanover. He know it. I don't know if she know that he know it. But like, she like, I know you ain't trying to get with my mans. So they decide they gonna go to dinner. Now, she gets straight to the point. Okay, who is after you? What can I do to help you out? He's like, what are you talking about? She's like, I told you. You gonna tell me the truth? Who's after you? Then he goes breaking it down that he had met this woman, old girl from the beginning, to help out with her son. Well, the son, he liked to go around poking people with needles. I think it's like pickery or something like that. It's like some kind of, it's like mimicking penetration. So he was going around poking his mama with needles, poking the gardener. Like anybody who came by, he was poking the person with a needle. So he decided, okay, we're going to do this little treatment. I'm going to give you 20 milligrams of this something. It's almost like a hallucinogenic. The boo was like, all right, but I'm going to need you to take some too. Dr. Hanover pretends to put some in his cup. And when he bends over to get some notes, old dude pours the whole bottle in Dr. Hanover's cup. So now he is high. Dude is twirling around, talking. Dr. Hanover was like, it seemed like it was going on for 4 months. And old dude was talking about some, these aren't my hands. These are somebody else's hands. I need my hands. And Dr. Hanover is still over there extremely high. And when dude comes back, he got he got 2 sets of arms in his hands. So he's like, I knew immediately it was the gardener. Gardner should have, quit that first time when he got poked. But I guess he needed the job. And, Mama probably gave him a little quick bonus and assured this wasn't going to happen again. This is when, Mr. I like to poke people went all the way left. He doggone proceeds to saw off one of his arms. I believe it was the left arm because I believe he was right. I don't know. He sawed off one arm and then took the other one inside of a dresser and then did one of these so it off. The sound effects is where it's at for me because it'd be a lot of crunching of bones and the sound of flesh ripping, which I do not like the word flesh. I do not. But that's what it was. And Dr. Hanover is so high and oh my goodness, what is going on? That I guess the only way to save him is to put Gardner dude's arms on old boy. And I was like, wouldn't it have been better to use his own arms? Maybe it was the way the bones was. You didn't have all your materials. They are 2 different blood types. But at this point, you high and you not really thinking about all that. He was thinking, I know they was going to fall off, but what we was trying to do was save him. All the veins and arteries and all that stuff was just jacked up. And the whole time, old dude is just laughing and cackling like this is something funny. Well, like we seen, the boy actually survived. And the messed up part to me was what I thought. He ain't gonna be out here poking folks anymore. That was my first thought, was he ain't gonna be out here poking anybody anymore. That was so messed up for me to think that. Then I was like, well, you did. He's not poking anybody anymore. But, the mama, she not really thinking that. She not even going to take into consideration that your son drugged this man and your son chopped off both of his arms. It's just this man was trying to save him and he put on the arms, he got an infection and it spread his legs and he had to get both his legs amputated as well. But she not going to look into daddy. She going to look into you. How dare you do this to my son? Well, how dare your son be out here drugging folks? Yeah, so y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day for $99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.